Hello, and welcome to the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. I am your host and instructor, Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell. I want to thank everybody here at SCC TV. We've missed you. We've gone through our ups and downs, but out of the ups and downs came new and better improvement. So I want to just say thank you to everybody here at SCC TV, and of course to Miss Robles, who's also behind the scenes, along with my man behind the scenes here too at SCC TV. So I thank you all. I'm so good to be back. This show is going to be, again, on basic martial arts, Taekwondo martial arts, and of course, the owner of Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts. And we are all over the place. We're doing some wonderful, wonderful things in 2020. Now, of course, things have been shortened, but you know what? Out of opportunity comes desire, and out of desire comes opportunity. So always, always be upfront and always be honest with yourself and always stay optimistic. Let's get started. Take Kempo Kai. I also want to say a quick hello to a good friend of mine. I'll just say his name and you can look him up. But he owns a wonderful, wonderful place, and it's called Virtual Reality Center. And go on to virtualrealitycenter.com. He's a great guy. I love him. His name is Mr. Joseph Champagne. He is awesome. So I want to say shout out to him before we even get started. Over the past 5 months, Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts went through some wonderful, wonderful improvements on the inside, making everything much better. And as you can see at the bottom of the screen, our website, bagwellacademy.com. We've done some wonderful things, doing a lot of wonderful, wonderful things. And during this time, I also became an ordained pastor. It's also now Reverend Herbie Bagwell. So a lot of wonderful things came out of this pandemic. And of course, all those that unfortunately succumbed to this horrible, horrible COVID-19, I wish all the families and those all my condolences as well. But remember one thing, people, when there is danger, is also opportunity. And opportunity can come growth. And without pressure, there can be no growth. So sometimes pressure is the one thing that can make a person. So always stay optimistic. Thank you for the emails and everything else about the Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts and also the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. So we're going to get started. And the one thing that I've been getting a lot of emails from you guys and a lot of Instagram messages and Facebook messages is about the intermediate, right in the meat of Taekwondo martial arts. So we're going to start from green belt and work our way up in this program. And in the weeks to come, we're going to expound on that from not only intermediate, but going into the advanced as well, okay? So green belt, so front position in Kempo, height, Kempo fighting stance. This is green belt, combination 7A and 7B. I'm going to give you what they call a 3D, of course, to the right, center, and to the left, okay? So from here, I'm going to cross block, back fist, iron palm, okay? Once again, cross block, back fist, iron palm. Okay, that's called 7A. From a side view, okay, hands are up. I'm going to cross block, back fist, iron palm. The key in any martial arts is trying to fight downhill. The more that you fight downhill, the more momentum you're going to have. If you look on the battlefield, on a triage, I have a lot of military training as well, but if you look at the triage on the battlefield, if you have an upward or a higher way of shooting down at, of course, the enemy or whomever, you have an advantage. So when you're in a fight and you're so momentous going forward, you can't help but to be successful. But at the same time, with Taekwondo martial arts, when a person wants to expand and you have to contract, you're still able to defend yourself and still be able to attack. And that's the beauty of Taekwondo martial arts I have created now almost 11 years and goes up to 7th degree black belt. I have a book on the market as well called Taekwondo Martial Arts, a close quarter combat art. It's on Amazon.com. So I thank you all in advance. So hands are up again. This is 7A. Cross block, back fist, iron palm. Absolutely amazing. Everything is about strategy. It's also about coordination and balance. I teach all of that at Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts, okay? So once again, now we're going to go into 7B. You'll find it in Taekempo martial arts. I teach the purest form of Shaolin Kempo and the purest form of Korean Taekwondo, okay? We are ITF, International Taekwondo Federation. So Chunji, Dangun, Dosan, Wanyo, Yugo, Jungun, Taege, Warang, Chungmu, and of course, Kwange. And I will get into a lot of the black belt katas later on, of course, here at the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. But let's first finish up our intermediate. Now this is 7B, 7A, and 7B. Every belt besides the yellow belt has 3 combinations, and the combination is basically your self-defense. Okay, and hands are up. Here comes 7B. Again, cross block, step and strike, come down, strike, elbow strike, aya. Now, a jiu-jitsu foot sweep, aya, knife hand strike right in the groin, drop that hand down to protect yourself, cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street, okay? From a side view, okay, so you can see a 3D, you get a wonderful angle on 7B. Kempo martial arts, Taekempo martial arts, cross block, step and strike, come down, strike, elbow strike, aya. Half step, my back is only to you for a moment, aya. Drop the hand, right over left, cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street. Now we're gonna go, of course, to another angle so you can see all 3 angles of this technique, which is absolutely amazing. Hands are up. Again, cross block, step and strike, come down, strike, elbow strike, aya. Jiu-jitsu foot sweep, aya. Right over left. Again, cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street, okay? Now, in Taekempo martial arts, what we also have is 1 pinyan, 2 pinyan, 3 pinyan, 1 kata, and 2 kata. Everything is relevant. Every move, every block, every stance, everything is relevant in Taekempo martial arts. There are no wasted movements. I like looking at Taekempo martial arts that I have created like a nice juicy steak, okay? And I want all the fat trimmed off, okay? And I want the meat of it. I want something that I can bite into right now that's going to be effective right now. And I also, too, I want to say thank you to the State Troopers Union of the state of Connecticut. I train their newly incoming candidates, and that's been going on for years. And those are called walk-along techniques. So there's so much going on with Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts, and I just absolutely am so happy and blessed and grateful for this new studio here at SCC TV. It's wonderful. If you ever get the opportunity, call for a visit, for a tour. These guys are magnificent, so that's enough on the selling point. But these guys are great. So moving on, I'm so excited to be here in this beautiful studio. Now, 7B, how is everything relevant? Well, from a stance like this, I can show you up until 7th degree black belt in Taekempo martial arts. Everything is from here, and you're gonna either move 1 or 2 steps forward, or you're gonna go 1 step to you, 1 to the side, 1 step to the side, and you're gonna go forward. So I call it fighting in what they call a T formation, okay? Nothing, you cannot get anything going backwards in life. You have to go forward in life to get everything you want. As you know, I'm now an ordained pastor. I'm Reverend Herbie Bagwell now, and I'm telling you, you have to go through something to get to something. So go through it. You have to go through it. Martial arts, yes, is also spiritual, because no one wants to go from, say, purple belt, then back to blue, then back to green, then back to yellow. No, you want to go forward. So let's go forward. Now, we went to green belt, which is 7A and 7B. Now I'm going to incorporate the pinyans. The pinyans are like katas. They teach you balance. They teach you stamina. They teach you coordination. They teach you how to land on your feet. You've heard the phrase, how cats, no matter where you drop them, they always land on their feet. Well, that's what martial arts is all about, to teach you how to land on your feet, to teach you how to be in balance. That's the key. And everything starts with a strong foundation. So build your foundation on a rock and not on sinking sand, okay? Hands are up now. Here we go. We're going to go into green, white belt. Then I'm going to introduce two kata, which is all, again, intermediate martial arts. Hands are up. This is called 8A. So green would go 7A, 7B, 8A, and 8B. Hands are up. Pay attention here, 8A. So now from here, I come up this way, okay, and I block. I'm not going to step into it yet. That's for later on, more advanced technique. 8A, I come up, block, grab, turn, pay attention, strike, strike at the same time, right over left. I'm going to show you from a side view. Hands are up. I come up here, I block, grab, turn, strike, strike at the same time. Again, cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street. It's all the same exact thing, okay? Now, again, another side view, as promised. Hands are up, or I'm here. I'll show you a self-defense. Here comes a straight punch or a hook. It doesn't matter. My first move, boom, I want to get there quicker because now I'm doing self-defense. So again, hands are here. I just get there, okay? Or I'm here. I'm going to block. I might get rocked back a little bit, but that's okay. I got a firm foundation. Foundation's on the rock, okay? Very spiritual. So I block, grab, turn. The only time I release that person's arm is after the break, then a strike right over left. Cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street. It's so imperative, people, that whatever you do, you have to have repetition, and you have to do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Fear the man who does one technique 1,000 times. The part B to that is do not fear the man who has 1,000 techniques, because he or she is now working on them. If you have one or two techniques that you work on over and over and over and over and over again, there's no way you can fail. But you got to work on it. You got to put the work into it. Life isn't a microwave. Life is the slow cook. That's what it comes down to. Remember when I was growing up and had the crock pot? And mom would throw in the carrots and the tomatoes and the broccoli and the meat. She might even throw in her shoe, whatever. But everything is about the slow cook. Give me the slow nickel, okay? I'll take the slow nickel than the quick dime. No, get the slow nickel, because I can build up on that. Because that quick dime, you get it fast, guess what? You're going to lose it fast, okay? So whatever you're going to do in martial arts, I don't care what style you take, all due respect, but you have to go to class and take it over and over and over, okay? Now, I'm going to do a kata or a pinyan. Kempo is called, Kempo has katas and pinyans. But the first thing you learn is a pinyan. It goes 1 pinyan, 2 pinyan, and 3 pinyan. We are in the intermediate stage right now, and by your request, those that watch the show, thank you so much for watching the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. I'm now going to get into 2 pinyan, okay? Hands by my side, front position, height, 2 pinyan, okay? I bow, I come here, I step out, breathe out, look to my left, I get into a cat stance. My right hand's above my obi. My obi is called my belt, okay? Left hand by my right ear, step out, low block in a front stance. Left arm chamber above my belt, half moon leopard punch. It's quick, okay? Right hand, left ear, I turn once again, low block. Right arm chamber, half moon leopard punch. Cat stance, okay? This is where you really have to learn and understand what you're doing, okay? Everything is about repetition, okay? And I'm gonna go slow, I'm gonna narrate everything. Again, low block, chamber, half moon, straight punch, hammer strike, chamber. Half moon, straight punch, hammer strike, chamber. Let me just back up a little bit. And of course, last one, half moon, straight punch, hammer strike, chamber. Left hand, right ear. I turn, low block. Left arm chamber, half moon, uppercut. Right hand, left ear. I turn again, low block. Right arm chamber, because Kempo does not like space. Half moon, uppercut. Cat stance, okay? I'm gonna come back to how Kempo does not like space in one moment, okay? Now, low block, but let me do these next moves in front of you. So let's pretend I just did a half moon uppercut. Now here I am low block, okay? Now, I'm in a cat stance. Now I'm gonna show you what I was gonna do with my back to you, but I want you to see everything, see the beauty of Shaolin Kempo. So, low block. Half moon, high block, leopard punch, uppercut. Half moon, high block, leopard punch, uppercut. Last one, and of course, high block, leopard punch, uppercut. Take my left hand to my right ear, and I turn, low block, okay? Now I'm gonna back up a little bit so you can watch this next punch. And I'm gonna do this twice. I'm gonna narrate it each time. Left arm chamber, half moon. It is a inside, outside, middle block, snap punch. One more time, let me show you. Left arm chamber, half moon, inside, out, middle block, okay? Then it's going to be a snap punch. The two knuckles is where you have to focus on, okay? Inside, outside, middle block, snap punch. Right hand, left ear, turn, low block, chamber, half moon. When you end it is different. Again, inside, outside, middle block, okay? Punch, hard chamber. Now, instead of me ending it with my back to you, I'm gonna end it this way. So again, half moon, inside, outside, middle block, punch, hard chamber. My left leg comes back, I come here. I'm gonna end it like I began it. Right foot to left, bow and say, height. And that's Tupenyan in Shaolin Kempo. Kempo is a style that you don't hear about a lot on the West Coast. You hear about it a lot in these warm weather states. It's just the weirdest thing. It's huge out there in Florida and points south. California is huge. Now, Kempo has Hawaiian Kempo, or American Kempo, Shaolin Kempo. It's crazy. Now, there's a over the past 30 years, there's an offshoot basically called Kenpo, K-E-N-P-O. Now, Grandmaster Ed Parker, all due respect, took Kempo, the original Shaolin Kempo. He changed it to Kenpo. Some moves, blocks, katas, and pinyans have changed, but the foundation of Kenpo is still Kempo. So Ed Parker, George Pizzari, all of those guys, Fred Villari, all those guys work together, and they all know each other. They're all deceased. God bless their soul. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is that those guys are the pillars of Kempo and Kenpo martial arts. And all due respect to those grandmasters, they were just phenomenal. When it comes down to Shaolin Kempo, that's what Bagwell Academy is basically founded on. Shaolin Kempo, along with, of course, Korean Taekwondo, ITF, International Taekwondo Federation. It's imperative, people, that whatever art that you are studying and taking, that you know where it came from. You have to know the grassroots. And I do believe that's why the success of Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts and the success of the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell is because we are not only grounded, but we also respect the foundation from which everything is growing off of. And that's the foundation, okay? Now, without further ado, we got a few more minutes. Let's see what we got here. Now, we're gonna get into, once again, we're gonna get into more intermediate stuff. Now, we did 7A, 7B. We did 8A, that you saw me block, grab, turn, and strike, strike. You saw that. Cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street. Now, there's an 8B to that. I'm going to back up some for 8B. Once again, I'm going to show you two ways, from the dojo and, of course, in the street, okay? And again, always 3D. I'm going to show you from side to side and going down to the middle. So always in a T formation, always giving you a 3D look at, of course, Taekwondo martial arts, okay? Hands are up from the dojo perspective. Right arm chamber, Buddhist palm, okay? After I block the strike coming at me, I block it, grab the person's wrist, okay? Watch my left leg. It's a quick snap kick, step, cross. So I'm gonna go left over right here, back fist, iron palm. If you recall what I said early on in the program, that it's imperative that you wanna fight downhill. You wanna have some momentum. Track and field stars, when they're in such great shape in their sprints, they almost feel like they're running downhill. It's just amazing. And while you're getting fast, while you're getting stronger, you're gonna have to go uphill a little bit. It's gonna be a bit of a struggle trying to memorize everything. But once you obtain it and you get it, and now you can put you into it, that's when you start running downhill. It's absolutely amazing. Teaching in 2020, 2020 has been, this year 2020 has been a bunch of ups and downs. The most important thing about 2020 is literally about revealing. 2020 is revealing. People in your life, family in your life, everything is being revealed, okay? So let's keep that in mind as I'm talking here. Now we have ways of training, not only traditional ways in the dojo with the mask, hand sanitizer stations all over the place, but now we also can teach on Zoom. You can have anybody in the world now looking at your programs. It's the most wonderful thing. You know, well over 60, 70 students I'm training on Zoom. And of course, I can only allow at half capacity per the executive order by Governor Lamont. I can only allow to have 14 people on my floor at one time, okay? So everything has to change, but out of change comes opportunity. There's no time to be mad and boo-hooing. When you are looking up, when you're looking at adversity, you also have to say there's opportunity in that, and that's what I did. If you see adversity, immediate think, this is an opportunity here, okay? And capitalize off that adversity, capitalize off of it. Help other people, absolutely, okay? Same thing here. We're gonna capitalize off this. Here we go. Self-defense, this is 8B. Buddhist palm, block, grab, snap kick, step, cross, back fist, iron palm. As you can see, I'm fighting what? Downhill. From a side view, okay? From a side view. Kempo is relaxed. Buddhist palm, grab, snap, kick, step, cross, back fist, iron palm. Okay? Once again, from another side view here. Okay? Buddhist palm, grab, snap, kick, step, cross, back fist, iron palm. Always staying in striking distance. Why is Taekwondo martial arts so effective? It's a close quarter combat. It's a close quarter combat art. That's what I had just said to you. It's a close quarter combat art. That's why it does so well. If you want to know how well an art is, if you want to know how good an instructor is, look at his or her students. I have 25 black belts and 19 are grand champions in weapons, forms, fighting, or all three. That's how you know how good the school, the instructor, and the art that he or she is teaching. All due respect. That's how you know, okay? Here we go. Hands are up. Now we're going to get into, now we're leaving the green belt. We did green was what? 7A, 7B. Green, white was what? 8A and 8B. Now we're going to blue belt, 9A and 9B. Hands are up. 9A, left arm chamber above my OB, which is my belt. Step to my left, feint block. I'm in a side stance, not a front stance, but a side stance and a feint block. I grab that person's wrist. Now I go from a side stance to a front stance. Aya! And I strike, okay, I'm attacking the groin. Extract, grab, turn back, break, break, strike. Okay? Once again. Hands are up. Chamber, feint block. Grab from a side stance once again. Knife hand strike. I'm attacking the groin. Extract, grab, turn back, break, break, strike. Okay? The iron palm that comes around is like a whip. It's like a whip, people. It's like a whip. It's a whip. It's not a smack. It's a whip. Okay? And when you have that whip, it's going to like take a person's neck for like a second, like, really quick. As a matter of fact, you know how if you slept wrong and you wake up and someone goes, good morning, and you're looking like, oh, and you turn like, good morning, because you slept wrong. And what you did basically was a nerve was shortened of blood. And it's called a pinched nerve. Why is it? Because it was pinched by the way you were sleeping, hence not getting the full blood that was supposed to get through there. And because it was pinched, a little bit of blood, the blood that was supposed to go through, was now constricted. And then, of course, by massaging it and massaging it and massaging it and massaging it, now when the blood gets through there, you go like, oh gosh, I feel so much better. So one of my best places in the whole world is a chiropractor. Some believe in it, some do not. I believe in chiropractic care. I went to the chiropractor just a little while ago, about a week and a half ago. I feel like I'm 6'6". So with that being said, I thank you all for watching the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. My name is Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell from SEC TV here. Thank you so much and good night.